let's unpack this. We're diving into a story that, well, it might just change how you think about football. It comes from the documentary The Home Game.
Exactly. And we're using a review of the film someone shared with us to guide this deep dive.
Right. So our mission really is to pull out the key insights from that review, understand what makes this particular story tick, and maybe look at the bigger themes.
Yeah, because it's framed as an underdog story, sure, but the review makes it clear it's about so much more than just the final score.
Definitely. It sounds like it's really about, community spirit, heart, in this place you'd maybe least expect it.
Which brings us to the setting. When you think football cities, you think Barcelona, maybe Manchester, Madrid.
Yeah, the Giants, not Icelander, Iceland.
Not so much, no. And the review really leans into that contrast right away.
Yeah.
Icelander. Tiny village that says fewer than 400 people live there.
Wow.
And it's like right at the foot of a glacier and a volcano. Snæfellsjökull sounds incredible, actually.
Pretty dramatic backdrop for a football story.
It really is.
Yeah.
And that's where Rainier FC's journey starts, or restarts, I suppose.
Yep.
The review takes us back, though.
All right, back to 1994. There was this local guy, VR Gilfesson. He got a pitch sorted for the team,
Yeah, just local kids, boys and girls, keen to play.
and he entered them into the Icelandic FA Cup, the national competition. The main thing was he wanted them to finally play at home on this new pitch.
Simple dream, right? But, well, football can be cruel.
Tell me about it. Their very first draw, it was away.
Away from home. And the result, let's just say it wasn't close. The review mentions a 10-0 loss.
10-0. Ouch.
Yeah, away to a team called Golf Club Grindebæk. A pretty humbling start, you could say. But the review suggests this kind of set the scene for later.
So after a start like that, 10-0 down, does the whole thing just fizzle out?
Well, not permanently. This is where the story really kicks off again, about 20 years later. The review introduces VR's son, Kari Gylfason.
Yeah.
And he's got this determination, He wants to fulfill his dad's original dream, get Rainier FC that home game in the FA Cup.
And maybe, just maybe, keep the score in single digits this time.
You'd hope so. Yeah, that's part of his goal, too. And Kari sounds like a really interesting figure. The review mentions he also runs the local theater, which doubles as a hostel.
Ah, so a real community figure then. Arts, sports.
Seems like it. And the review points out that the film just makes you instantly root for them. For Kari, for the whole village. You're just pulled in.
I can imagine. That kind of self-deprecating humor the review mentions from the guys who actually played in that 10-euro game, that probably helps draw you right in.
Totally. You feel like you're part of the joke, part of the community. And it's clear this isn't about becoming professional superstars or anything.
No, the goal is simpler.
Much simpler. It's about the fun of it, the togetherness,
Yeah.
even for people who literally hadn't kicked the ball since 1994.
The review also mentioned Kari being hilariously charming in his maybe slight naivete, like not having a club logo ready for the official draw.
Yeah, exactly. Or finding out the pitch, the one they desperately wanted to play on, wasn't exactly match fit.
What was wrong with it?
Apparently it had been driven on, and then it froze solid. Little practical details like that, the review says, just add this real warmth and authenticity.
And you get this sense, reading the review, that by reigniting the team, Kari steps into his father's shoes, becoming the central figure in Icelander.
It's quite something. The review highlights this amazing stat. From a village of less than 400, they get a squad of 30 people willing to play.
30 players. That's incredible buy-in from the community.
Isn't it? It really speaks volumes. And the mix of people is just fantastic.
Yeah. Like who?
Well, you got a 40-year-old apparently joking about fitness levels with the 15-year-old. Fishermen turning up, truck drivers worrying if the shirts will be big enough, XL sizes.
Yeah, classic.
And there's a description of the bleep test, that shuttle run thing.
Oh, I know it well. Dreaded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Apparently it left quite a few red faces in its wake. Just paints a picture, doesn't it?
It really does. Real people. Real effort.
And then there's this moment. The review flags some Portuguese tourist shows up. Turns out he used to train with Sporting Lisbon back in the day.
No way. Like a proper player.
Well, trained with them at least. And Kari's reaction, according to the review, is pure excitement. Like they've just unearthed a hidden gem.
That's brilliant. And you mentioned the father-son connection earlier. That pride between VR and Kari, that must come through too.
Yeah, the review suggests that's a really strong thread running through the film, which kind of leads into another big theme the review picks up on.
Which is?
Inclusion. This real sense of openness. The message seems to be, seriously, anyone can play. If you want in, you're in.
And that includes women too, right? The review mentions someone specific.
Yes, Freight is trying it out here. She'd actually played for the Iceland national team at some point, but there was uncertainty about whether she could even play for Rainier FC, just because she's a woman.
Wow. Even in this community-focused setup.
Seems so. And the review connects that directly to the bigger picture. Women's sports still fighting for proper recognition, for a seat at the table, as it puts it. It gives the story this contemporary edge.
That's a really important layer. And while all this is going on, the team building, the drama, the setting itself plays a big role, doesn't it? The review mentioned the landscape.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
The filmmakers, Smerry Gunn and Logi Seegers-Vanson, apparently, but make sure you see it. That incredible backdrop.
The glacier, the volcano.
Eyfell's Jokul, yeah.
Yeah.
Looming over the village. You see the colorful houses, the review says, against these vast white plains in winter or green fields in summer. It sounds visually stunning.
And didn't the review say something about street art as well in Icelander?
Yeah, get this. Apparently, Karawi helped turn it into the street art capital of the world, which just adds another layer to him and the village's character.
Amazing. So he's really shaping the place.
It seems like it. And the review implies that this kind of rugged, beautiful landscape has really shaped the people, fostered this strong community spirit.
Okay, so they've got the team, they've got the spirit, they've maybe sorted the pitch. Then comes the big moment, the FA Cup draw again.
Yes. And this time, they get it. Rainier FC is drawn at home.
Finally.
The review describes the reaction as pure jubilation. And it says that feeling just spills off the screen, makes the audience feel it too. Like a shared victory already.
Well, even though they haven't played yet, who did they draw? A tough team.
Yeah. Apparently their opponents are ranked 60 places higher than them in the Icelandic football pyramid. So a big challenge.
60 places, okay.
But the feeling you get from the review is that by this point, it doesn't matter as much. It's about the pride, the effort, this ragtag bunch, as the review calls them. What have they got to lose, really?
Good point. Just being there at home is the win in a way.
Exactly. And the review really insists that the match itself, you need to see it in a cinema on a big screen to get the full impact.
And what was the audience reaction like, according to the review, during the actual game sequence?
It sounds intense. People literally out of their seats, punching the air, hands on heads, feeling like they're one of the locals on the sidelines, on one of those collapsible chairs.
Wow. Proper emotional investment.
Totally. Cheers. Tears.
Yeah.
Both on the screen from the players and the villagers, and apparently in the audience watching it all. It sounds incredibly moving.
Which I guess underlines the review's main point. The home game isn't just about football.
Not at all. It taps into something deeper. The spirit of collaboration, inclusion, things the review notes are often missing from the big money world of professional football today.
Yeah, a different kind of beautiful game.
Precisely. The review sums it up as uplifting, tense, funny, emotional. And it finishes with this quote: "This is without doubt a beautiful film about the beautiful game."
High praise. And didn't it win an award?
It did. It was up for the Audience Award at the Glasgow Film Festival, and it won. Which feels fitting for a film so much about community and connection.
So, stepping back from our deep dive then, what we've seen is this story starting with a massive defeat, getting resurrected years later by a son's dream, and just igniting this whole tiny village.
Yeah, a shared goal that became about so much more than winning or losing a match. It was about doing it together at home.
It definitely leaves you thinking, doesn't it, about the real power of just local pride, of people pulling together.
That's a strong reminder, maybe, that some of the victories that matter most, they don't happen under the global spotlights. They happen far away from all that, just by, well, playing the home game.